coming at you from Havana, Cuba, where I'm giving you my speculation for where the markets are going and Bitcoin is headed. A couple days ago, I told you that my speculation was that Bitcoin was short-term bullish. Bitcoin short-term bullish. And a day or two later, as we see, it actually went short-term bullish. Speculation was on point, okay? So if you were able to go ahead and get in on some buy trades to go long, you would be in profit now as Bitcoin is retesting that 30K resistance. Yesterday, we saw that Bitcoin came down to about 29,000, high 28,000 level, 29,000. And what it was doing, it came down during the London Open, Asian market, London Open, and then New York Open, it went right back up. So we see that usually we know the direction that it's likely to play out in the preceding market. If it's going down, then the New York Open, the market makers are going to go ahead and want to recapture back that level where it came from. So I predicted that because we were getting a little cease on the interest rate hike announced in last FOMC by the Fed Reserve, that we would likely go short-term bullish. And that's exactly what we're seeing now, retesting that 30K level. As I told you in the past, I think that what we're going to see is the retesting. Maybe the market makers will try to go ahead and push it a little bit up to about 31,000, possibly 32,000. I don't think we're going to get to the $33,000 level. That's a really very, very strong liquidation level. There are very strong resistance level, but I think that we're going to go ahead and retest around that $28,000, $29,000 to $30,000 and see what happens in the next FOMC announcement. Will they continue to cease interest rate hike? Or, as the Fed Reserve said, Fed Chairman Powell indicated, we're likely to go ahead and see continued interest rate hikes, which, when that happens, I think that we go ahead and get a harsh move to the downside. That's my prediction. But if you were able to take my speculation, if you were able to prepare and do the call and prepare for a bullish momentum move, you right now would be in profit. Now, guys, I would actually begin to look and see, take some profit, do a little bit of a sell-off. You can go ahead and keep maybe a small position in your long, see whether it goes up, but take your profits now. And if we go ahead and see that retesting down to the new support where it actually was weeks ago, retesting that 30K and going to that 28 to 30K level, then that's a nice range for you to go ahead and sell off at the $30,000 level, buy back in at the high 28, low $29,000 level. Catch some pips, do some day trades. But if you're a long-term trader, if you're a day trader, then nice to go ahead and do the sell-off now and then to prepare and watch to see what the Fed Chair does in its announcement next FOMC. And we see the same thing happening with some of your indexes like the S&P, the NASDAQ, which are now also up and retesting. But when I look at the daily on my indexes, I see that on the daily, the preceding for NASDAQ 100, the preceding 3-4 days, that there have been red candles. So if the indexes are going down, then Bitcoin and your cryptos will likely follow shortly thereafter. And that's what I see. As I told you, I'm expecting still for us to retest the lows that we had in January, February on Bitcoin of that $15,000 level. We could hold on to that, then great, we can bounce back up. But more likely than not, if it cannot hold, then we're going to get down to that $13,000 level to the 10K level. But for now, short-term bullish, as I've said, played out. Let's go ahead and see what happens next. Coming at you from Havana, Cuba.